Hi guys, it's Sam from Creatively Sam's, and today I'm making pasta fagioli soup. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. A friend of mine gave me this recipe back in the 70s, and she was an amazing cook. And if she's watching, thank you, Laura. So if you want to see how I did this, stay tuned. It's coming up next. Okay, the first thing that you need is a medium onion diced, 2 stalks of celery diced, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And the first thing I'm going to do is chop these up, and I'm going to put them in a pan and cook them until they start to get a little soft. Okay, I've got the olive oil in there and my onions and celery, and I'm stirring these up. And once they start to cook, I'm going to let them go for about 5 minutes over a medium-high flame, just until they start to get a little bit soft. Okay, and now you need 2 cloves of garlic, peeled, left whole, because you're going to be removing them after the soup's done. You need 3 cans. They're 15-ounce cans, and these are cannellini beans, or white kidney beans. You need 3 of these drained. You need 7.5 cups of water, a half a cup of marinara sauce or spaghetti sauce. I have leftover spaghetti sauce, so that's what I'm using. Salt and pepper to taste. You know me, I don't add much of that stuff to it. 1.5 cups of ditalini. That I can never pronounce this. You can use any small pasta. I thought about using the small shells, but I like the texture of this with the soup. And 4 or 5 fresh basil leaves, or 2 teaspoons of dried. Okay, I'm going to be opening up the cans and draining them while that cooks, and we'll be back. Okay, the 5 minutes is up, and I think you can see that the onions are starting to get clear. In fact, a couple of them are starting to brown. Okay, now I'm going to add the beans, and these have all been drained and rinsed. It's all 3 cans. And I'm going to add the garlic in. And like I said, we leave them whole because we'll be taking them out after the soup is done. And I'm going to add the water. That's 4. And the tomato and the spaghetti sauce. And that's just leftover spaghetti sauce. Put a little water in there to get the rest of the sauce out. And that's the full 7.5 cups. Alright, I'm going to turn this heat up to get it to start to boil. And I'm going to leave it at a medium-high once it starts. And I'm going to be cooking this for 45 minutes. And we'll be back. Okay, it started to boil. I'm going to reduce this heat to about a medium, and I'm going to put a lid on it. I'm going to make sure I leave a space so it can vent and hopefully not boil over. And I'm starting this 45-minute timer, and I'll be back after the 45 minutes to finish this up. Okay, the 45 minutes is done, and I'm going to be resetting this for 10 minutes. And the rest of this is going to cook with the lid off. And I've been stirring this maybe every 5 to 7 minutes, although I don't really think that it's necessary. Okay, now I'm going to add the 1.5 cups of pasta. I'm going to stir that in, set the timer, and I'm going to let this cook for 10 minutes. And I'm going to turn this flame up so that it boils a little more. I mean, I know the pasta will cook whether this is at a rolling boil or not, but I always think it gets done more tender when it's up high. Okay, this is just about done, and the only thing left is to add the 2 tablespoons of dried basil, unless you have fresh, which I don't. Okay, and I'm going to turn this flame down just a little bit, and I'm going to let this cook for another minute, just to get the basil to cook all the way through. Okay, this is all done. I'm going to turn the heat off. And I'm going to take out the garlic cloves. I never have a problem finding them until I want them. You guys ever have that problem? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's all ready to be plated. And I'm just going to make myself a very small bowl because technically I shouldn't be eating too much of this because of the beans and the pasta. There's a lot of carbs there. So as soon as this cools down, I'll be giving it a taste. Okay, this definitely needs salt. I'm not sure how much. I'm going to give it a taste and find out. Like I said, I don't add it when I'm cooking. That's up to whoever's eating to put on how much they want. Oh, it's so good. Doesn't need that much salt, surprisingly. This is really good. I honestly have not had this in years. Oh, yeah, perfect. So if you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, and happy creating, everyone.